college football, we are in the thick of it. And we got some great. This is week 0, correct?
This is week 1 now.
Week one.
Okay.
We have week 1. So everybody's basically playing.
Yes.
So there's only really a couple good games.
Sunday, the biggest game in Allegiant in Vegas. Vegas is going to be.
I don't know if that's the biggest game. There's Georgia Clemson this weekend.
Correct.
But I don't think that's going to be a game.
Correct.
Oh, I don't think so either.
Correct.
I don't think so either.
I think people are sleeping on this SC LSU game. I think it's going to be a great game.
I hope so.
I think it's going to be a great game, and I am so I've been just excited to get your pick on this because we're going to do some blue chips. Do we need to get the bell?
No, these guys can do something for it. So
let's get that bell, Hakatomi Plaza. We need to break cowbell out, but let's get into it. College football, man. Week 1 is here,
and then Saturday, we'll start. First game I would assume is the first game in the morning. Clemson and Georgia. Georgia's got a couple players out. They don't know if ETN's going to play. The starting running back's out. Give me Georgia. Give me Georgia
13 and
to
a half.
tap that ass.
Bro, tap-a-roo.
Georgia's going to win this game by 20. By 20.
A lot of people saying Debo's great when he's the underdog, and people are going to be surprised. Kate Klubnik, all this.
I think
bullshit.
Clemson's going to be a 9-3 team. This isn't one of the 9. This isn't one of the 9. So this game right here,
13, listen, we just saw, man, 13 that's a lot of points.
It's 2 touchdowns. In college, 2 touchdowns ain't shit. Especially as bad as the coaching is, as bad as the players are, it ain't shit. The decision making in college football by head coaches, I could do a segment every week on how bad it is. Their inability to use timeouts. Their inability to use timeouts is insane. Like, they need to understand going forward this year that the 2-minute warning is your friend, right? So when the team is in the 2-minute warning and they're 2nd and 13 and you get a stop because they ran the ball for 2 yards, call a timeout. Call a timeout, get the ball back, have them go into that 3rd and long. They got to throw. Hopefully you get an incomplete. If they run it again, you call a timeout. You get the ball back with a timeout. What are you guys doing? They're just letting, I watched the other day. They're just letting the clock roll like, fuck it. Bro, the game, you were down and you're not calling a timeout. Like, they gotta learn. They gotta learn.
That's why it wasn't DJ's fault.
Listen, he didn't play well, and they lost because the defense couldn't tackle. But for you to be that talented, supposedly, you got to put up big numbers. You got to find a way to put up big numbers.
I agree with that.
So, but anyways, so Georgia, that's another blue chip, minus 13.5. I think they're going to win by 3 touchdowns. I think they're going to show why they're the number 1 team in the land, at least this week.
Yeah.
At least this week. Because I really think Ohio State's the number 1 team.
Right there, what you mean?
That's my opinion. I think they are the shit.
1B, Oregon.
All right. Next game.
All right.
Penn State. I like Oregon too, as I like Dylan Gabriel. Next game, Penn State against West Virginia. Give me Penn State. I'm not blue chipping it. I like Penn State. Everybody's down on Penn State. Everybody here, anyways, is down on Penn State.
Besides me, I'm the only one who likes Penn State.
I like Penn State too.
You know what?
I think they're a lock. They're like the Steelers.
It's
like
Drew
lock
Aller.
in 9 wins.
It's Drew Aller for me. I don't know why everyone's so high. He's a good kid. Great story. I haven't seen shit from him. It's Drew Aller. I don't think they have the right quarterback. I just don't love
think
the
their
program.
offense-
Love Franklin. Not against Ohio State, obviously, or Michigan.
Different.
But
that's the thing. They beat everybody else except for those 2.
I'm saying, yeah,
So-
I think the playoff is going to give Penn State a different level of enthusiasm because it's built for them.
Yeah, they know. It's like we know we
built.
can't beat Ohio State and
Just
Michigan.
built.
penciling
Penn State
every
8, 9, 10, 11 every year.
Yeah, well, technically going back. Now we have a new Big Ten.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
now
say.
it's not. You're not.
Now you got to deal with.
Now you're not going to be. Now
you
you're
gotta
not going to be
deal with 3
10-0. You're not going to be 10-0, and then all right, I'm playing Ohio State and Michigan.
I'll still pencil in Penn State 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I would pencil them in too, but you have to look. Are they playing Oregon this year?
Oregon.
I'm not worried about
I'm not
Washington.
worried about Washington.
Yeah, but if I'm not playing Oregon, am I playing USC? Not worried about them this year. But going forward, you got to look at that differently. But CJ's right. I think this year they're a 9 or 10 win team. They will lose their 2 games or 3 this week. I think they cover the 8.5 on the road against West Virginia. Penn State, coach is there. He just can't beat those 2 teams. That's all. That shit is like a lock that he can't beat them.
Yeah.
I also got some stats to put up. That's why I put it in here. Neil Brown, West Virginia coach, is 2-7 against the spread in week 1, which is a top 3 worst coach in college football in week 1.
Neil Brown.
James Franklin is also the most profitable coach in August and September with a record of 32-17-2 against the spread.
Yeah, he don't play.
Making his
because he's not
chips.
playing Ohio State and Michigan
Making his
in
chips.
that beginning of the season.
Yeah, September is for pretenders and November is for contenders.
Damn right, and he's unfortunately never a
Make
fucking
that a shirt.
contender. Yeah, there you go. So, anyways,
Foo Fighters.
I like Penn State minus the 8.5. I think they're gonna win pretty easy, I think. So I like Penn State. You can book that shit. And then Akron against Ohio State, over under 58. Take the over. Ohio State is just gonna roll. They're gonna roll.
Yeah.
Chip Kelly's gonna show Eddie what he can do with that offense. I'm telling you, I think this is what I think. I think if they get to the playoff undefeated or with one loss and they lose in the title game, I think they fire Ryan Day. If the offense is legit as fuck, I think they fire him and they give Chip Kelly the job. I said that months ago.
Oh God, that is.
I said that months ago
Oh my
when they
God.
first hired him. And Ed doesn't like Chip Kelly. I'm gonna go out on a
No
limb.
one does.
Ryan
no
Day can't
one
win
does.
big games.
Ryan Day should be fucking fired
And Chip
for
Kelly
hiring Chip
He's
Kelly.
been to the national title game,
and
man.
he lost.
Yeah, he lost.
So he doesn't,
We got there.
but he lost.
Yeah, but
That's the Jim Harbaugh
He got
argument
there.
before he won it. But Chip Kelly didn't win it.
Ryan Day deserves to be fired
he does.
because
He's
of hiring.
underachieved. No, he's underachieved, Ed.
Does he?
He's
No.
underachieved,
Ohio State's a top 4 team every fucking year since he's
Except
been there.
except at the
Top
end.
4. No, not at the end. He's top 4 every fucking year.
And he
Every
doesn't
year.
win.
At the end.
And he didn't win.
I mean, we're talking about playing the best of the best. Who did he lose to? He lost to Georgia.
And
He
Michigan.
lost to Michigan. I mean,
That's it.
yeah.
I think he lost to Alabama.
Oh,
that's
my
fucking
goodness,
sad.
the greatest.
Those are big games.
The
Those are big
greatest.
games. You got to win big games.
So who are you gonna fucking replace him with?
Right.
Chip Kelly.
No. No.
That's the craziest
No.
take
Man,
of all time.
when I heard
I
Eddie
have
last
heard-
week bashing Chip Kelly, I had to give him something this week.
I
Man.
have-
Come on.
I'm being serious. I have talked to so many people. Nobody likes him.
That's
No,
fine. They
it's
can
horrible.
not like him. That's fine. I understand.
That means
I had to
something.
give Eddie some shit to go on this week, man. Fuck. I gotta stir his fucking. I gotta
Yeah.
stir the pot for him a little bit.
Diggity.
Oh,
Let
these
him
fucking.
cook.
Let
him
me cook.
Let him-
Let
let Rafa
fucking
cook, man.
Eddie sip on the shit.
We
Come
cook in
on.
this podcast. We
All right,
cook.
So Ohio State over 58. I
I
think they're
kept
gonna.
in Ohio State and Oklahoma on purpose. Since huge favorites in week 1 against FBS schools are 15-0 since 2013. So favorites of 37 or more.
Against the spread.
Also, and then Oklahoma and Ohio State both fit that system.
There it is. And both their totals 58 and 58 and a half.
There
Take
it
the
is.
over. I think they're gonna score 60. Ohio State, I think, is just gonna score a shit ton of points.
We're just gonna see a bunch of fucking Heisman candidates.
And
on
this is the
offense.
time. The weather should be great. So they should be able to throw the
Tight
ball,
end,
run the ball.
receiver, running back, quarterback.
No, they're good everywhere. I think they're the best team in the country right now. That's my opinion. Number one. This is just what I believe.
You think Ryan Day's fucking putting that?
He's dyeing his beard.
Just
Not today.
for
Friday
man's all
night.
up in his fucking beard right now.
Friday
Look at
night.
that. Oh, I found a gray hair. Oh no.
I think he goes to a black barbershop and the dude just paints the shit. The dude just paints the shit for him. You've seen that. Y'all motherfuckers have seen it.
enhancements.
Yeah, he does.
You
They
think
paint
you
the
think they
shit
fucking put the tape right here?
Yeah, right.
Fucking,
They
like,
paint
Earl
What
Shine.
have you seen
all over Instagram.
at black barbershops?
My bad. Dominican barbershops. My bad. They're
Dominican,
not black.
no.
They're not black.
Don't
My-
do that.
My
We're not about
fault.
to start this shit.
Yeah,
Ralph.
my fault.
I know black.
My fault. I know black. I know black. I know black. That's my bad. I offended the Dominicans. I know black.
You defended the black people.
My bad. Not the first time. Next game. I love this game.
Yes, I do too.
I love this game. This game is Cam Ward, Miami against Florida, -2.5. Blue chip, the U, the Canes. Cam Ward. He will be early season Heisman hopeful. Early season. As it gets later on, I think you're gonna show that they don't have.
Does he
that
make it in
much
the
time.
first round? Does Cam?
Man, I like Cam Ward.
Yeah,
I like Cam Ward. I think he went to a perfect spot.
I do. Too.
Kind of low pro a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's not Miami of old. It's not Alabama. It's not Georgia. It's low. They didn't need a quarterback, but it's low profile. I think he'll be
a
great.
good spot for him.
Yeah. I think it'd be great, and I think Miami's going to beat Florida. Everybody's down on Florida. Their win total's 4.5, by the way.
They should be.
Damn.
They
Toughest
have the hardest
schedule.
schedule in the country.
I think
They have a
SC
brutal
SC
schedule.
I
is
thought
number
Florida
2.
had the hardest.
Yeah,
has
Florida,
hardest.
Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard Miami. Sorry.
And
Yeah.
SC is like 2nd or 3rd too.
And UCLA is like 3rd or 4th.
Well, they get to open with some gimmies. So, but I like Miami. That's a blue chip. Miami minus 2.5. I think Cam Ward is just going to have a phenomenal game. He's going to have one of those games you're like, wow.
I think Miami is going to be really good. I think,
I think the ACC championship game.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's 3 teams in the ACC. It's Clemson, Florida State, and Miami.
Watch out for Virginia Tech.
We will throw that away.
Watch out for Virginia Tech.
Is Marcus or Michael Vick quarterback? Is
Watch
it
out.
Marcus or Michael?
Tyrod Taylor.
My wild time.
Is it or Tyrod Taylor?
Watch
Is
out
the
for
quarterback
Virginia
black?
Tech.
Is the
I'm telling
quarterback black? Is he black? Yes or no? Because if he's not black, Virginia Tech ain't doing shit.
Now they're coming
Look
out
at these
to
lights,
Enter
man.
Sandman. They're going to be
Yeah.
hyped when they come out of the stadium.
But anyway, so I like Miami minus 2.5 against Florida. Take Miami, baby. Let's do it.
Go Canes.
And then we have Western Kentucky against Alabama. Alabama minus 31.5. I like the over in this game. Over 59.5. Jalen Milroe. They're gonna
That's
go.
my number 1 pick. That's my Heisman pick.
You saw Coach last year with Washington. They just fucking airing out. They're running it. They're doing it all. And Milroe can run where Penix couldn't run.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to get out there. They're just going to flying all over the field. They're probably going to put up 50 by themselves.
If they could, if DeBauer could do sort of what like Lamar Jackson sort of morphed into, get out of the pocket to pass, look to pass and then run. Because last year he was get out of the pocket and run.
You got to let it go.
If he can learn how to look downfield because he's going to get out of the pocket, watch out for Alabama, baby. Watch out for Jalen Milroe.
Bama, that's another blue chip, by the way. Bama over 59.5. I think they're going to put up 49-50 by themselves. So I like Bama right there. Lions 31.5. That's a little tempting, by the way.
I would
First-
say in the in like bigger spread games, do you take over just in case they don't cover? Like,
I always
you know-
do both. I always do both. Always. It's like a thing. It's like you see the line 59, the line, the over under is 59, the game spreads like 35, 36. Bang the over. Just in case the shit's like 49-0. You got at least one.
There you go.
And or you don't get backdoor. If you get backdoored, you at
Backdoor
least
cover.
you should at least get one, right? So that's the thought process. But you have here Ohio and Syracuse. What did you see in this game, my friend?
An amazing stat I found.
Let's see it.
Ohio
Let's
is
hear it.
playing Syracuse minus 17.5, over under 46. Syracuse since 2000, the Orange are 37-0 straight up and 25-10-2 against the spread when listed as a double-digit favorite.
Wow.
The Bobcats, right? Ohio
So
Bobcats.
you like Eddie Money's pick of the week. Is this your pick of the week? Is this a pick for you?
This is a pick for
all
me.
right. This is
There
Eddie
we
Money
go.
pick right here is Syracuse minus 17.5. It's a great trend, by the way.
Yeah.
So Syracuse is at home against Ohio, minus 17.5. Those Ohio teams, they scare me, all that shit. The Ohio, the Miami of Ohio. I don't fuck with those people. Unless it's a Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? Those teams, it's just weird. Those teams, it's just a whole ordeal. But anyways, Syracuse minus 17.5. That's against Ohio. Eddie Money likes Syracuse minus 17.5.
Say that trend again. That was pretty good.
Since 2000, Syracuse is 37-0 straight up and 25-10-2 against the spread when listed as a double-digit favorite.
Nice.
It's a great trend. Do you have anything else for Saturday? A game that you can think of that you may like? UCLA's at Hawaii minus 14. I don't know if there's any other kind of notable games. Is Oregon playing this weekend? They got to be like minus 50 or something.
Oregon, they're playing Idaho. They're minus 43.5.
Yeah. See, that's gonna be another game to watch. Oregon's probably just gonna fucking drop it on them.
Yeah, like this week
Puto.
for like Alabama, those type of teams that are playing. This is a week for us to see how the team is, see how explosive they can be, see the true heights, the ceilings of the team, and then we get into their tough part of the schedule. But I think this week for Alabama and Oregon, we just want to see the electricity, the fireworks.
I feel like this game could be better than people expect. Michigan's playing Fresno State.
I like that.
I think that game's gonna be a little bit better than what people think it's gonna be.
I think you should sprinkle Fresno State money line, or at least take them to cover.
That's a big sprinkle. Don't
Is it-
sprinkle any. Don't be sprinkling shit on the road. On the road.
I think
Is Jake Hayner the quarterback still, or he's not?
You always bring
He's like, is Derek Carr still throwing the ball?
Yeah, don't be
Is
fucking.
Patrick Mahomes still at Texas Tech?
Yeah, no, don't do that.
I think Fresno covers though. The spread's 20.
Dude, that
I like it.
That V, the valley on the back,
Yeah.
that green V on the back of Fresno State's helmets, man, it's fucking dope.
Over under was only like 46.5, by the way. Right?
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers ain't scoring. This game's gonna be 22-0. This is gonna be just so bad. It's gonna be the worst game of the season to watch. For the weekend, that's probably the worst game you can watch. You're probably better off watching Syracuse and Ohio.
Michigan Penn State was pretty bad. That was fucking horrible.
Yeah,
Yes.
that Big Ten's tough.
Yeah.
Maybe they pick it up this year. We'll see.
Oh, Arizona plays University of New Mexico. That might be even worse.
That's Friday night.
Saturday night,
That's a big line, right?
31.
31. Yeah. I want to see with Arizona what they open like.
I want to see what they
New
look like.
coach. I
Yeah.
want to see what they look like
Yeah.
before we jump on
To me,
that.
this weekend's about guys making their debut and their submission for the Heisman. This is like who's gonna get the 4 touchdowns? Who's gonna get the 200 yards?
I see what you mean.
You know, this is a big coming out party. Who's the next star? Dylan Gabriel, Rogers from Ohio State. You got
Oh, he's putting up touchdowns.
Cam Ward. You know,
Oh, he's putting up points too.
yeah. This is
These guys are gonna go out this weekend. I think
this is a
Dylan
big
Gabriel's probably gonna throw 4 or 5, probably or 3, and maybe run for 1. There's gonna be points this weekend. There's gonna be points.
Yeah.
So speaking of points, Sunday night or Sunday in Vegas, the USC Trojans against LSU. Now, he actually
Pretty good.
he
I
actually
like
hit
it.
that.
Pretty good.
That was pretty fucking good. Was there a band back here? What
yes.
the fuck's going on? So, anyways, for the last 2 years, we've been on the USC over trend. So we're gonna open it up with the same thing. Last 10 games for SC, 9-1 to the over.
Yeah.
LSU 9-1 at USC 8-2. Different quarterbacks, yes.
Yeah.
Same coaches, same style of offense. That has not changed. The players have changed. The system is still in place. 64.5. I'm gonna take the over. That is your blue chip over on USC and LSU. The head coaches not changing their style. That's just they're gonna put up points. They did it last year. They did it the year before. Yes, they had 2 phenomenal quarterbacks, but it's a system thing. And I think they will put up a ton of points this weekend.
Just as explosive as both universities' offenses are, their defenses were both garbage. LSU could not stop the run last year.
No.
Yeah.
They could not stop the run. So I love your over pick. Now, does Lincoln Riley, eat some crow and say we need to run the ball? We need to run the ball to beat
What's
LSU.
the line on this game? 4.5. LSU 4.5. I like the over. I just like the over. I got to see these two teams, these quarterbacks.
Too much new.
Yeah, way too much new.
new.
It's new receiver. LSU's missing what,
Historically,
3-4 starters from offense.
Yeah.
Dude, the win's gonna be filled with SC alumni. Noses are gonna be up in the air. Collars are gonna be popped. There's gonna be khakis and fucking topsiders. And then at the fucking Mandalay Bay, there's gonna be some gumbo
All the
eating
trollos.
motherfuckers.
And all the trollos from the SC. I went to USC one time. Damn right.
No, but Vegas is gonna be popping this week. LSU, they know how to party. That's gonna be a great environment. And if you guys haven't been to a college game at Allegiant, oh my god, it's 20 times better than the NFL game.
I agree.
I mean, it's fucking
also, the
awesome.
2 games we went to, Ed, were Pac-12 title games. Let's not.
No, but dude, LSU's gonna fucking travel.
Oh, no. Yeah, for sure. Vegas, Labor Day weekend.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's gonna be on and
a great environment, man.
and then Monday night,
the
Boston College.
redemption story, the comeback.
Do they annihilate them? Is that what's going to happen on Monday night?
I just put it here because I wanted to see what you would say.
Man, I don't know who's worse. Florida State's at home. Coming off after that game, you have to have a big game. You have to have a huge game.
I'm not talking about huge ass beating. Like
No. And the thing is, I think when you're, for the head coach, for Mike Norvell, he's got to come out and because DJ took so much shit this week from everybody.
Crazy, man.
I mean, listen, everybody's on fucking Instagram, TikTok, whatever the fuck.
Twitter.
ESPN, I'm sure they lit his ass up.
Twitter was the worst.
and they got death threats at Clemson. This was just
I'm sure they
outrageous,
lit
man.
him
It
up
was
this week. I think your star quarterback, you need to let him show out this week. At home,
trust him.
let him show out. I'm going to take Florida State and DJ to cover the 16.5. He's going to show out this weekend. He's going to show out this weekend. This is his chance to redeem himself to that fan base, and for the coach to give him something to like, hey, pick yourself up too, because he may not be doubting himself publicly, but inside he's got to be like, fuck, man, I threw for under 200 yards. Like I got outplayed by some white dude from down the street. Like that, he got outplayed in reality. His defense let him down. I agree. I believe that. But I think this game for DJ, he has to show out, and Mike needs to let him do his thing. Let him throw the ball. Let him air it out. Let him play. And I think they will. I think they could beat him by 3 touchdowns. It's not. You're playing Boston College. You're not playing Miami. You're not playing Clemson. You're not playing Virginia Tech. You're not playing fucking Virginia. You're playing Boston College. You're just not very good either.
Yeah.
So let his ass work. Let him go to work. Let him cook, and let him show out. DJ's going to throw 3 touchdowns this weekend.
You know what?
Put it out there. He will be responsible for 3 touchdowns this weekend.